Hi guys, welcome to another video. Imagine a case so horrifying that it leaves an entire country and even the world in disbelief. A story of betrayal, abuse, and unimaginable cruelty. So, today we are going to discuss a topic, or we are going to delve into the chilling case from France where Dominique Pelicot, a retired worker, orchestrated the systematic abuse of his wife, Gisèle, over a decade. So, this is not just a story of justice served, but also a lesson about societal failure and the courage of a survivor who stood against all odds. So, stay with me as I'm going to, discuss the entire details of this deeply disturbing yet very important case. So, let's look at the start of the nightmare. See, Dominique Pelicot and Gisèle married in 1973, so it's almost 50 years, building what seemed like a normal life with three children and even grandchildren. But behind closed doors, Pelicot began drugging, Gisèle in 2011, mixing substances into her food and drinks, and this made her unconscious for long periods, leaving her unaware of what was actually happening. So, what followed was a decade of unspeakable abuse orchestrated by her own husband, who invited over 70 men to assault her. Giselle even believed she was suffering from a medical condition due to her constant memory lapses. So, can you imagine her own husband, whom she trusts like her life, and he invited 70 men by making her unconscious to assault her. See how the truth came out. That's the question now. So the horrifying truth came to light in 2020, almost 10 years after the abuse began. For 10 years, it was going on, and it is not Giselle who reported or complained it. Pelicot was arrested in another crime. He was caught secretly filming women in the market. That led police to seize his electronic devices. What they found was staggering. Over 20,000 photos and videos meticulously organized, documenting years of abuse. So, this discovery revealed the full extent of Pelicot's crimes and brought him under the law's scrutiny. So, now we need to talk about Giselle's incredible bravery. See, throughout the trial, Giselle's courage shone brightly. Instead of hiding her identity, she chose to face the world, openly speaking about her ordeal. Her decision to go public was not just about seeking justice, but also raising awareness about the abuse and the systemic failures that allow such crime to persist, such kind of crimes to still go on. Her resilience serves as a powerful reminder of the strength of survivors who can show such kind of strength, and even in the face of such kind of unimaginable trauma. So now, what about the perpetrators and their defense in this case? The police identified 72 men who participated in this abuse, 51 of whom were convicted with prison sentences ranging from 5 to 13 years. Many of these men claimed they didn't know the abuse was consensual, as Giselle was drugged and appeared unconscious. So some even claimed Pelicot had made them believe she had agreed. While these arguments were presented, the court held them accountable, recognizing the severity of their actions. Right? Now, justice for Giselle and the punishment for Pelicot will talk about. Dominique Pelicot received the maximum sentence allowed under French law, that is 20 years in prison. So this sentence, though significant, cannot undo the trauma that his wife Giselle endured. So what makes this case even more shocking is that Pelicot didn't just orchestrate his wife's abuse, he also exploited other women, including taking inappropriate images of his daughter and daughter-in-law, daughters-in-law. So his actions have been rightly labeled monstrous, reflecting the gravity of his crimes. Now, what about the broader implications for society? So this case is not just about one man's crime. It's a reflection of societal shortcomings. How could such abuse continue for a decade without anyone noticing? It's a question that French society is grappling with. Discussions are now focused on how abuse is often normalized or ignored, and why stronger mechanisms are needed to protect victims and punish the perpetrators. So, this case has sparked debates about societal attitudes towards sexual violence and the need for stricter laws. Now, there is a call for change and hope, right? So, despite her suffering, if you see, Giselle remained hopeful for a better future. She believes in a world where men and women can coexist with mutual respect and harmony. Her story is a call to action for all of us to create a society where no one has to endure such cruelty and where justice is swift and uncompromising. So let this case serve as a reminder of the work we need to do to ensure that the abuse is never ignored or excused. So the case of Dominique Pelicot and Gisèle is a heartbreaking yet essential reminder of the importance of vigilance, justice, and support for survivors. The kind of courage that Giselle have shown, something which deserves a big applause. And it's not just a story about punishment. It's about awareness, courage, and the collective responsibility we have as a society to protect the vulnerable. So that's about this session. I hope you got the idea, or you got the entire incident, and you got the perspective also. Thank you so much for watching, and let's commit ourselves to building a world where stories like Giselle are never again repeated. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, please don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe the channel. So see you in the next session. Thank you so much.